All right, so we go ahead and get started with every problem. We start off with, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers raw? Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down and box, repeat or remainder, excuse me. So we start with the question. 5 times what goes into 8 without going over? It does work. It's 5 times 1. So we've determined that works. Luckily, it was our first try. 5 times 1 equals 5. Slide down the chute. I've done my multiplication, and I'm making sure to check it off as I go. 8 minus 5, now subtracting, equals 3. I check. Is my remainder less than my king's? It is. My king's happy. Now I go ahead and bring down and box. I bring down my 3. I box the number to let me know that's what I'm working with. That's my tray of leftovers. And the 8 and the 3 are now dead to me. Remember, we haven't touched this one yet, so it's still there for us to remember. Can I repeat? I have a lot on this tray. I can share to these kings. I have all of these spots open in my quotient. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going. 5 times what gets me close to 33 without going over? 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 6 is 30. So again, just to kind of follow that path, I've determined 5 times 6 works. I'm going to go ahead and multiply. 5 times 6, slide down the chute, equals 30. My 0 goes here. My 3 goes here. And I know I'm going to subtract. That's next. I go ahead and subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. I check. My remainder is less than 5. I don't have enough to share with my kings, so I'm good to go. My king is happy. It's bigger than that 3. I now bring down and box. I bring down this 1 now. I box the 31. I'm now done with the 1, and the 33 is dead with me. Can I repeat? I have enough on this tray to share with my kings, and I have this open spot in the quotient. 5 times what gets me close to 31 without going over? 5 times 6, of course, we've already tried that. That got us 30. That is really close to 31. I'm going to stick with it. 5 times 6, slide down the chute, is 30. There's my multiplication. Go ahead and subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 is my answer there. I check. 1 is not enough to share with my 5. So the king is feeling happy. I don't have anything to bring down. I box my remainder. I can't repeat because I have no spots on the quotient and not enough to share. I do have a remainder that I'm going to go ahead and bring up. Make sure it's right next to your quotient, remainder of 1. We started off with 831 Smarties. We divided it between 5 kids or kings, and we ended up with 166 in each group with 1 left over. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down and box, and repeat and remainder. 3 times what gets me close to 4 without going over? 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 minus 3. So I went ahead and did my determine. I multiplied. Now I'm subtracting. 4 minus 3 equals 1. And I check. I don't have enough to share with the king. My king is happy. I bring down and box. going to bring down that next value, that 8. And I'm going to box the 18. Again, I didn't use the 5, so that 48 is dead to me. I haven't shared anything with this 5 yet. I have shared with this 48, and I have that much left over. Can I repeat? Yes, because I have enough to share again, and I have these open spots. 3 times what gets me close to 18 without going over? I know 3 times chicks is 18. So I'm going to slide down the chute. I've determined, and now I've multiplied. I'm going to go ahead and subtract. 18 minus 18 is 0. I know 0 is less than 3. I have nothing left to share with the kings. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring down my next value, which is the 5. I haven't done anything with that 5 yet, so now I'm going to share from the 5s. I'm boxing it. I'm bringing down and boxing now. And now, this is the important part. I know I'm done with the 5, and the 18 is dead to me. 3 times what gets me close to, so I can repeat. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And now I'm back to that determining part. 3 times what gets me close to 5 without going over? 3 times 1. Slide down the chute is 3. So I've now multiplied. Now I'm going to go ahead and subtract. 5 minus 3 equals 2. I check. 2 is less than 3. I don't have enough to share with my kings. My kings are happy. The number's bigger. I don't have anything left to bring down. I box my remainder. I don't repeat. I don't have enough to share. I don't have anything left in my quotient. So I know I have a remainder of 2. I bring that up. And there, I'm done. Remainder of 2. Started off with 485 Smarties. Broke it up into 3 groups of kids. 161 in each group. 2 left over for Mr. Pete.